I had so much fun with the other battery tests that I did of the Miati battery. The Miati 6 amp hour, which is actually not available anymore. At least I haven't seen it for a long time. This is a PO4 power battery from Gigaparts. Now, if you check the link in the description below, it'll take you to a page on Gigaparts' website that has 3 of these batteries, a 12 amp hour, a 24 amp hour, which is this one, and a 50 amp hour. At that link, you can save a 5% discount on all of those batteries, plus a lot of other stuff, with the coupon code of KC5HWB. So go check the link in the description below. But today, we're going to test this battery and see what it looks like on the power meter. Let's go.
CQ photo, CQ parts on the air, Kilo Charlie 5, Hotel Whiskey Bravo.
This video is sponsored by Mezzi and Palomi Coax. Mezzi and Palomi, or M&P Coax out of Italy, makes some of the best coax and best feed line available to the amateur radio community today. From their smallest size, around 5 millimeters, to their largest size, around 13 millimeters and beyond, they offer something for everyone in every activity of amateur radio. Direct berry coax for your home shack and high temperature coax for those types of environments is also available from their catalog. Their Evo or Evolution PL259 connectors are some of the best I have ever seen in this industry. If you want some of the greatest coax and feed line made for the amateur radio community today, check out the link in the description below to save a 5% discount, and thank you Mezzi and Palomi for supporting this channel. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Jason. I'm KC5HWB. I bought that Miati battery a couple of years ago, and a lot of people said, oh, that won't last very long, or it doesn't work very well. I got one of those and they suck. A couple of people liked them actually, but I wanted to test that one first. Now that that's done and successful, and I'm pretty happy with the results, I'm going to take this West Mountain Radio software and I'm going to plug up this 12 amp hour, 24 amp hour. I'm going to plug up this 24 amp hour battery and I'm going to put it on. I'm going to let the West Mountain Radio software do its thing. So we're going to have to sit here for a while. Of course, you guys don't have to sit here. I will. And we're going to see what this comes in as. I wanted to do a test with this software before I actually did a video with the software. So before I ever tested that Miati, I tested this dude. This is the battery that I grab most of the time when I go out to do POTA. It's small, it's lightweight, it's 24 amp hours, so it's going to last you all freaking day, especially if you're doing single sideband like I mostly do. It's just been a great battery. So let's take a look at the software once more. Okay, so I've got my little hickey-doo here. Right here, this West Mountain Radio sucker. Got it plugged into the computer. I'm going to plug this battery into it. Make sure I get red to red, black to black. This cable coming off the top of this is actually a West Mountain Radio cable. The battery itself comes with these terminals, okay? And it doesn't come with cabling, so I put my own cables on it. You can build your own, of course. I've got a couple I've built, but this one's actually a West Mountain Radio. No, it's not. I did build that one. This is one that I built with ring terminals on it. So, but it's a really short cable, and it's going to hold the thing like this while it's testing. So I'm going to put this extension on it. Now we've got everything plugged up. So I'm going to go into the software and say new test. I just did an update right before I clicked. I launched the software, I clicked go, and it updated to the new version. So we've got the latest version that's available at the time of this recording. So this profile thing here I haven't really set. Test name, I'm going to say PO4 power underscore 24AH for 24 amp hour. Okay, now I'm going to go detect. I'm going to click on detect right here. Okay, and it detects it as 5 cells, voltage is 14.4 capacity. It doesn't detect the capacity. Okay, so and it's still set to 6, which is the last battery I tested. So I'm going to change this to 24.0. Hit the tab, and it's going to add its own zeros to it. Okay, good. Now, I wonder what this amplifier down at the bottom right does. It says no amplifier, 500 watts, 1,000 watts, 2,000 watts, 4,000 watts. So I assume maybe that means if you were to put an amplifier on the battery and like 500 watts, that would be my KPA 500 that I have from Elecraft. So I wonder. Let's just do a normal test this time. We're going to see what happens. I'm going to click on start right here. You can see it going at the far left. I've got the fan blowing on this sucker right now. And it is orange or amber on the LED light. So that's all nice and good. And you can see the red line going across the screen right there. Right there. It started at like 14.4. Okay. I made sure this battery was charged up before I started the test. So I wanted to make sure we were at a full charge. Okay, I should have said that up front, but I didn't. So we were at a full charge when this test started, and we're just going to let this go. So come back in a minute, or just I'm just going to blip the video here, and we're going to be at the end. So check this out.
The next day.
So this took about almost 24 hours to complete because I wasn't running one of the amplifier settings. I'm going to do some testing with the amplifier settings and kind of see what that's about. But this completed in 23.007 amp hours. You can see where it kind of started to fade around 17.5 hours, and it stayed up above, above 12.5 volts. This green line right here is 12.5 volts, and that's where it cuts off. That's where the text cuts off. You can't see that in the camera very well, but that's the line at 12.5 volts. So it ended right here at 23 hours. 23 hours is how long it took. It's supposed to be a 24 amp hour battery, and we got 23 amp hours out of it. Pretty good, I think. So you can see right here, this is the export test. You can export it. It's got like 82,000 lines of code. You can drill down and see all of this information right here. Most of this is kind of meaningless to me. I don't really know what a lot of it notes, but it says rated capacity of 24 amp hours, which if you recall, that's a number that I set. Tested capacity is 23.01, and if you do a quick calculation, that's a 95.8% efficiency. Okay, that's pretty good. I've used this battery quite a few times. It is a bigger battery. It's the middle size of the Gigaparts batteries. It's larger than the 12 amp hour. The 12 amp hour came in at like 12.5 amp hours when I first tested it. We'll do a video on that later. The Miati battery came in a little bit lower than its capacity, similar to this one, but the Miati battery is about 2 years old. This 24 amp hour battery here at 23 amp hours, pretty happy with the results of this battery. If you have any questions or want to read more about this battery, if you're interested in purchasing one, you can save a 5% discount at gigaparts.com with the link in the description below. Use the coupon code of KC5HWB. Thank you for watching today. Let me know in the comments what other batteries you would like to see tested on this channel. 73.